What's shaking, people? It's your boy Doomkiller HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. Let's go! It's the weekly wrap up where we give you the news. Break it down bite size so it's easier to consume. Discussing the hottest game and thought of what's coming soon. Is it real or is rumor? Homie, that's up to you. Fire or trash reaction. Live viewers call in. No cap conversation. We going all in. It's the weekly wrap up, so enjoy the show. You're now rocking with the best. Let the good times roll. Come on. What's shaking, people? It's your boy Doomkiller HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best, and today we are doing more of that weekly wrap up. Had to miss last week. I had a family trip to go take back home to the New Orleans. You know how we do it. But anyways, let's get this show popping. We got some cool topics tonight. We've got Spider-Man 2, of course, because Spider-Man 2 is killing it right now. We've got MK1. We're gonna let the homie J. Coon Prime discuss that. Immortals of Aveum. It dropped. It was everything I needed it to be. We're going to talk about that. Blue Beetle, the movie. Yeah. We're going to talk about that. Destiny 2. Destiny 2 is about to, wreck some things, man. So, without further ado, let me bring on the co-host, the man himself, Mr. J. Coon Prime. What's good with it, sir?
For thousands of years I have... Oh, everyone's already here. Damn it. Hi.
Oh, hey. Wow. Okay. Hopefully you're doing well. How you doing tonight, good sir?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How about you?
I don't know what you're chanting in rituals, but aside from your ritual chanting, I'm okay, sir.
New Destiny season got me by the short and curly, so I'm all in.
I'm not even mad at it, sir. I'm not even mad at it. Welcome to the chat, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you guys are doing well. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here rocking with the best, and we greatly appreciate it. So let's get this show started. J. Coon Prime. You know the first question I always got to ask you, good sir. What games you been cranking out this week, man?
Whew. So... all in the same week, we had a brand new Destiny season drop in Season of the Witch, the 22nd season of Destiny 2, I might add. And then Friday, we had the release of Fortnite Chapter 4, Season 4, titled Last Resort, and we were messing around with that and had some fun, had a lot of disconnects, but overall, great time. And then I might have been messing with a little something called Armored Core 6.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people playing Armored Core 6, and some of the gameplay looks incredible to me. So that might be something I have to pick up on a backlog because it looks dope. Now, can you do me a favor and explain a little bit of Armored Core 6? Is that like multiplayer game? Is it just single player? What's the deal with that?
So it has a single-player campaign. It is all about mech combat, mobile suit combat, however you want to call them. They call them armored cores in the game, hence the name. There is a multiplayer. It's pretty much strictly a PvP mode. I thought there was supposed to be like a co-op mode at some point, but it is strictly PvP at last I checked. And it is Gundam meets Dark Souls almost. This is made by the same company that made Bloodborne and Dark Souls and Elden Ring. It's made by those guys. They haven't made one of these in quite a while. So I know a lot of people are like, wait, what's Armored Core and why are there 6 of them? Like the series has been around for a good long while. It's just been lying dormant. And I hadn't played one since the very first one on PlayStation 1. Decided to give it a whirl, and I've had a blast with it. It's unforgiving though. Like if you don't go in with the right arsenal, some fights just feel impossible.
Oh wow!
But if you got the right setup, you're in for a show.
Okay. Of course, 6. Me this week. It's been a glorious week for me. Immortals of Aveum finally dropped, and I had first dibs on it thanks to EA, thanks to Ascended Studios, and goodness gracious, it was everything that I wanted it to be. So I'll just go ahead and start off with Immortals of Aveum, and then we can move on from there.
Let's get here, because I want to hear more about this.
So, if you like Jedi Survivor and you like Call of Duty style shooter games, Destiny style games with really the story mode of those games, not the actual online play. But if you like the story modes of those type of games, this is actually a game for you because it feels a little like the way the story is told. It feels a lot like Jedi Survivor, but that gameplay, oh my gosh, it's there, dude. Like it okay, I'll break it down like this. Some of the magic you, or all of the magic you use, you got three different kinds of magic. You've got green magic, red magic, and blue magic. Your green magic is pretty much a like a light machine gun, dude. And you like you're literally twirling a turret of bullets or magic at somebody, and it's so awesome. Then you've got your red magic, which you can either use as like a shotgun or a short range, like pretty much missile launcher type of deal. Is like crazy. Your red magic is crazy, but it's really good up for close range. It's not really a long range type of thing. So you got your shotgun pretty much, and then you've got your sniper rifle, which is your blue magic. Which, if you have good aim in this game, you will be a complete dog monster. And it's a single player game, but some of these enemies will like to fly back and then fly out of your reach, so you can use your long range on them. And if you've got good aim, boy, I'm telling you, like you will have you some fun, and it's very satisfying. That's one of the things that it's visually pleasing, it's satisfying. The story mode for it is completely fire. I streamed a little bit of it yesterday, maybe like 2 hours worth of it yesterday, just so people could get the idea of what kind of game it is. And bro, like for me personally, I know it's not even going to be in the runnings because it's an EA original. Not too many people have even heard of it. But for me, it's one of the games of the year type status for me, bro. It's that good as far as what I wanted it. Like it was a lot more to it than I was expecting. I was expecting just, I'm gonna go blast some people with some magic, have a cool story, and call it good. But it's got seriously great exploration in it. Like I said, the visuals itself, the story got a lot of twists and turns in it. And like one of these parts in the story it's actually pretty dang on freaking sad that it's almost tear-dropping, bro. So they did a good job with the writing on it. It's something that I suggest if you have the funds for, definitely put it in your backlog and rock that game. Like seriously, it's a good game for real. Let's talk a little Destiny 2, bro. I hear that I won't have a co-host next week because something big is happening. What's big happening next week, bro?
So with the Destiny 2 showcase last Tuesday, they not only showed off the expansion of the Final Shape, which will release in February, they showed off the brand new season, which is titled Season of the Witch, and they announced the returning raid and when it was coming. And well, as you can see from my name, Crota's End is returning from Destiny 1. And
Crota, wow,
yeah.
what?
Yeah, Crota's
I got
End
a lot of
back.
hours in Destiny 1. Not as I don't have as many in Destiny 2 because I came over to Destiny 2 in the beginning and there was really nothing there, so I kind of left it where it was at. Yeah. But Crota, bro, like I got some hours against Crota, dog.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to having another one-on-one sword fight with him again. And
a one-on-one sword fight? You crazy?
Hey man, that's how it's got to be done. That's the only proper way to take him down.
I feel you.
But the Race of Worlds first will begin Friday at 1 p.m. and it goes until somebody finishes, with contest mode being live the first 48 hours. So yeah, unfortunately, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, if you want to see how I'm doing, just check the stream and see whether or not I've shot somebody yet. So
yes indeed. So what are you most looking forward to out of, are you looking forward to actually getting your jacket this go round? I know you had a rough year last year. Couldn't get the jacket or whatnot.
So I did get a raid jacket last year. I didn't get the day one emblem. I'm actually I'm on my second raid jacket at this point. There is no raid jacket this time around. It'll actually be a raid ring. That is something I'm very much looking forward to getting. But right now, the big
Mm.
goal is that day one emblem. Like that is the one of the only things in Destiny 2 that has eluded me is I do not have a day one emblem. I've gone
Well,
flawless. I've gotten a raid jacket. I don't have an emblem, and yeah,
it's time that you go ahead and get that emblem certified, good sir. We're gonna get
yeah.
that for you this year, bro. We're gonna be in there cheering you on and things like that, my guy. You deserve it. You are the Destiny Dad. It doesn't make sense for the Destiny Dad not to have the emblem. So let's get that
Thank
emblem,
you.
sir. Let's go. So we've got Mortals of Aveum down out the way. We've talked a little bit about Destiny 2. Destiny 2, the final shape is what it's called, right?
Yeah, the final shape.
What the hell is the final shape, bro? Is it like a triangle? Is it a star? Is it? I don't. I don't get it.
So the super short answer is imagine if Thanos snapped his fingers and instead of wiping out half of everyone, he
Mm-hmm.
wiped out all of everyone. That is what the final shape is. So the witness deeming, and I'm going to try and summarize this as best I can because if I start talking Destiny lore, we'll be here all night. The witness, its civilization were the first people to find the traveler, and the traveler did all the stuff for them that it did for humanity, but it never communicated, and that bugged them. And then they found the veil. So the traveler is the power of the light, the veil is the power of the darkness. Both are just tools by themselves. But they wanted to merge the two together, and the traveler was like, no, bye, see ya, and left. The witness, the entire civilization merged into one being. That's who we know as the witness. It's an entire civilization merged into one. Went on a witch hunt to find the traveler. They found it, and the entirety of the expansion is going to take place within the traveler itself, while the witness is doing its thing to construct the final shape, which is basically blanking out reality and starting over as they see fit. And it's going to be up to us to stop them.
That sounds harsh. But
Yeah.
if this is the final shape, then it seems like y'all might lose, and there may no more Destiny 2 after this. You know.
So they did address that. So the final shape will be the end of the Light and Dark saga, but the world of Destiny 2 will continue on.
Or
They
will it be
announced
Destiny 3?
nah, it won't be Destiny 3. It's gonna stay within Destiny 2. Instead of the seasonal format, they're going into an episodic format. 3 episodes in a year. 6 weeks you get story content, then you have a lull, and then another 6 weeks of story content, and that's how they're going to do things going forward. So like that's going to be their opportunity to start a new chapter in the saga and not just focus solely on like the traveler, the witness, the light and the dark and all that. It'll open up grounds for them to tell other stories.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Sounds all a little convoluted and confusing to other people like myself, but okay, I get it.
Welcome to
Um,
Destiny.
all right. Let's talk a little Blue Beetle, man. Um, non-spoiler, of course. We don't have to.
Yeah.
We don't have to spoil anything for anybody. But I'm gonna say this: I thought it was an okay to season, semi good movie. It wasn't a bad movie. A lot of unbelievable stuff happened in it, like some stuff that I wouldn't have
Mhm.
particularly wrote into that movie, but I'm not a writer, so that is what it is. I think Jaime Reyes was a great character. I'm glad that they aged him up from not just being a little 16-year-old snot-nosed brat. He has actually had some intelligence with him, which
Yeah.
was pretty cool.
Right.
I liked the Ted Korg connection. We're not gonna get too much into that, but I mean, he was already spoiled to at least have a presence in the movie. I like that connection a
Yeah.
lot. I thought that was pretty cool. And I don't know, like it's like they dropped the ball just a little bit with this movie, and I can't really put my finger on what. I mean, maybe it was the villains of the movie were just they didn't really feel
Without going
vicious
into too much
enough.
detail, yeah, the
Yeah,
villains felt kind of forgettable.
that's what. Okay. Hmm.
Yeah. But
Hmm.
it's been a long time since I've seen a superhero movie that had this much heart in it. And the fact that they emphasized that, like, again, trying not to spoil anything, but I mean, if you've read any of the Blue Beetle books, you kind of expect this. Like, Blue Beetle doesn't focus solely around Jaime Reyes, it focuses around his family. And they emphasize that so good. So good. And that
Nana.
straight up made, like, the movie fantastic to me.
Nana and her backstory, bro.
Oh my god. Nana was the best.
Bro, I really like George Lopez's character in the movie.
Dude, he
like,
was so good.
I can't believe, because I was like, Spy Kids. That's what I'm about to get out of George Lopez, and I didn't get that. His character was actually pretty solid, and I was like, okay, he's doing his thing, and
that
his
was a
pep
far
talk,
cry,
his pep
like,
talk was fire.
Yeah, the last movie I saw George Lopez in, because like I've been a fan of Lopez for years because of his stand-up routine. I love his stand-up routines. But the last movie I saw him, he was a hard as nails bastard, and that was a movie called The Tax Collector, where he played the owner of like a nightclub and a body shop. Like, The Tax Collector was all about like how crime in LA gets rid of the tax people, and like it was supremely good. It suffered from, like, you showed all the good parts in the trailer, but that's not exclusive. Like,
no, like I actually saw some parts in the movie that weren't in the trailer that I actually thought were a whole lot better, whole lot better than what they showed, and it showed like the CGI wasn't as crap as everybody that thought it was going to be. I thought.
Oh no, I was talking about the Tax Collector. Tax Collector.
Oh God, man! I thought you were talking about. Man, you killing me right now, Cole.
Man, I'm sorry.
If you could rate this movie out of 10, what would you give it a rating out of, bro?
I would give it a solid 7 out of 10. It was a good first step into the DCU. Obviously could have had some improvements, but a solid first step. But like, I would give it, I don't know, like, not Iron Man 1, but it was just as good, if not better, than Iron Man 2.
I would say we right there in the same boat. I would say a 7 as well, because it was, it was more of a, what's the first one? The Spider-Man MCU. That's what it kind of reminded me of. Homecoming. Like, it was like, I know a lot of people on the internet hate Homecoming, but Homecoming was not a bad movie.
I thought Homecoming was great.
Right. It makes Far From Home and No Way Home so much better, because you got to experience him in his not becoming Spider-Man, but actually becoming who he wanted to be as a Spider-Man.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And that's kind of what you got from Jaime. You got your little Iron Man / Spider-Man, introduction into the world, which is a world already with superheroes in it, which I'm glad they kept alluding to your Supermans, your Batmans, your Flashes, and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool. But it could have been better. Certain, like the villains, it definitely gave me that MCU phase 1 aside from Loki. You know what I mean? Villains that you will not remember, like, at all.
I was afraid that it was going to wind up going that route, because like myself, like, because I don't actively read Blue Beetle as a comic book, so my biggest exposure to him was Young Justice and Injustice 2. That was my biggest exposure to him, and like, I didn't know much about the backstory of him at all, other than the fact that the Scarab was alien and that he was constantly involved with an alien race called the Reach. I knew even less about Ted Kord. The only thing I really knew about Ted Kord is, well, he was on the Justice League when Doomsday first showed up and damn near got killed there, and then later on did get killed by Maxwell Lord. So like, that was the extent of what I knew about him.
Yeah, I'm not really. I mean, Ted Kord is more of a, literally 80s, 90s hero, and you don't really hear too much about him from that
Yeah, I mean, for God's sakes, Blue Beetle, like, I'm sure you remember Watchmen. Night Owl was based off Blue Beetle. He wasn't based off Batman. He was actually based off Blue Beetle.
But the
And then
Ted
once you
Cord
saw
Blue
the ship,
Beetle,
it was
though.
like, oh, no, that makes sense. Yeah.
But it was the Ted Cord Blue Beetle because the
Yeah.
Scarab Blue Beetle is, light years above what anything that Ted Cord could do.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
like
Absolutely.
light years. I think they did a good job of portraying the symbiotic relationship between the Scarab and Jaime. It was a lot better than what they did in the Venom movies. Like a lot better, dude. Because it showed. I don't want to spoil that part, so never mind. I'm not gonna go into that. But if y'all watch the movie, y'all gonna understand what I was trying to go at just now because it does show. I'll just say this: understanding, and that ending was like, okay, cool. We working with something now. I can't wait. It actually made me say I can't wait for Blue Beetle Part 2 to see him again in a different movie because obviously he's going to have grown so much since the understanding. You know what I'm saying?
Honest to God, like the only thing I would change about the movie, I know a lot of people dumped on it, but one of my favorite things about the Venom movies was the constant back and forth between Eddie and Venom because they shared a symbiotic relationship. And the Scarab works the exact same way with Jaime. In Young Justice, the Scarab was always pushing, like obnoxiously pushing Jaime to kill somebody. The banter between the two of them was almost non-existent in the movie. And I wish they kind of amped that up a little bit because one, it would have stayed a little more true to the character, and two, it would have opened up more opportunities for a good hearty laugh. So that would be, and I'm nitpicking there. Like that would be the only thing I changed about it. Is give a little more banter between the Scarab and Jaime.
But you gotta look at it like this. In Young Justice, you gotta realize that that's just a certain take on it. It's never been as like so overbearing as it is in Young Justice. That's their take on it. But Young Justice is a much darker DC show. So of course, you got a character that has a dark side. They about to run with it, and they definitely did run with it, just like they did with Miss Martian. She is not as dark as they portray her in that. I was like, yo, she's not crazy like that, people. But okay, let's roll.
And like I get it, like because it's a PG-13 movie, and while it does open up avenues for comedy, like you can't have Jaime dealing with like the same dilemma like Sean was dealing with in the Guyver movie, where like it was just an urge to kill that he couldn't fight. Like I get it.
And plus, I mean, it does show a different contrast between him and Venom. You know what I mean? Because people would just compare him to Venom just like we compared him to Iron Man and Spider-Man. You know what I mean? So it'll just be like, okay, this is definitely a ripoff of Spider-Man. He's fighting with his symbiote. You know what I mean? Like that would definitely get people riled up. So, but I don't think
it does make me sad to say that you unfortunately were right. It did not do the best at the box office. I was really hoping we were going to dethrone The Rock, but I guess better luck next time.
Dude, it didn't even like dethrone The Flash, bro. And The Flash did bad, bro. Like, I'm mad because this is, to me, and I'm a Flash fan. I enjoyed the Flash movie. A lot of people didn't. I actually thought it was an okay movie. I thought this was a lot better. It had something that the Flash didn't have. You know what I mean? Which was heart. Like there was no heart in the Flash to me. Like it just
I agree 100%.
But I guess that's our review on Blue Beetle. We'll both give it a 7 out of 10. We do suggest people check it out if they can. If y'all are gonna go ahead and wait till it gets on DVD or streaming services, I feel you. I suggest you go see it in a movie because it's actually worth the the experience of going to the movies to see it. It's not bad at all, guys. So yeah, anything else you want to say about Blue Beetle before we move on to MK1?
Go see Blue Beetle if you can, because when you don't go out and show the support, you have a hand in making sure movies like this don't get made again. So you want to see more, go spend the money to go see it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Mortal Kombat 1. But before we do that, please, everybody in the crowd, everybody in the chat, everybody that's watching, make sure you like this video because that only helps the channel out. I know we don't have like a whole bunch of people. We got like 20, 22 people watching with us right now. That's a lot for me. I appreciate y'all. But let's get more people in here. So smash that like button real quick and listen to the homie. She's going to tell you to smash it too.
What's shaking, people? It's your girl Spring. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. If you enjoy the content, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and share the video. It's an easy way to help the squad grow and give you more fire content, shows, and events. This is your DSG brand ambassador Spring, and you know the motto, let the good times roll.
MK1, my dude, what's going on with MK1? We just got some crazy news and all of that. What's popping, bro?
Man, I never thought I would see a trailer that would make me unbelievably excited and absolutely dreading a game release all at the same time.
What about this trailer made you dread? We'll do the dread first.
So it is no secret, I am not a fan of the Edenian characters in Mortal Kombat. Twitter stan accounts drive me nuts. They're annoying to fight. They're annoying to deal with. And you brought the queen of them back. Sindel is in the roster.
Yo!
But then you dropped a heater and showed General Shao. And I was just like, yeah!
So you've got Sindel on a bat, and you've got Child on a Excite Hype. You can't yin and yang that and put them together and just be medium happy?
I'm going to quote a well-known pro MK player. Shout out to Foxy Grandpa. Death to all Edenians.
Bruh, damn. Between you right now and Boxley right here, bro, I'm like, wow, really? This is how we do in life right now. Boxley's like, no, I suck at MK, but watch me get MK. You know what I'm saying? Nicki Minaj ain't in MK. This man got a whole Call of Duty just to play as Nicki Minaj, bro. And I'm just
I will say this: a lot of my hatred for Edenian characters ultimately does come back to Mortal Kombat 11 because I mained RoboCop. RoboCop is a big lumbering guy with a gun. And
I've watched you play, though.
I can't pick, and you may have saw it a couple times when you were watching, I can't pick RoboCop without somebody instantly deselecting who they were picking and then immediately running over to Jade, who's an Edenian, who can just throw her hand up in the air, she starts glowing purple, and then every projectile just goes right through her. Like, I got so experienced in the Jade matchup because the moment RoboCop, click, Jade, god damn it, like every single time.
Man, you might need to main somebody else so you can get around.
I had like 4 or 5. Like I had contingencies for everybody. Like I'd play RoboCop, and if you went over to Jade, okay, fine. If you beat me, Shang Tsung, and I would just drop a body from the screen because the little purple mist didn't stop that. So it's just like, okay, just drop. Shang Tsung went, hey, look at that. And that's always been a Mortal Kombat thing. Like if you go like, hey, who do you play in Street Fighter? Like, oh, I play Ken, or I play Guile. Who do you play in Tekken? Oh, I play Kazuya, or I play Heihachi. Ask an NRS player. Oh, you play Mortal Kombat? You play Injustice? Who do you play? Oh, I play like this side of the screen.
Damn.
Like just that entire side of the roster. I main them. Mortal Kombat has always been a pretty counter pick heavy game, so like it's never been to your benefit to just know one people. It's in your benefit to know like 5.
Kind of like Overwatch a little bit because
actually, yeah,
you can try to Moira somebody to death, and if they got a good sniper and a good Sombra, you're not Moiraing anything right now.
Yeah,
you gotta go
like
ahead and
it's good to play Mara, but if she's not getting the job done, okay, I need a little bit more speed, a little bit more. Let me go to Soldier 76. So, well, we're down a tank. Okay, let me get on Wrecking Ball, or like exact same premise.
Got it. Ooh, MK1. When is this actually dropping?
So for everyone, Mortal Kombat 1 drops September 19th. However, if you got the deluxe edition, you get a week early access and you get to start playing September 14th.
Ooh, chat, let me know. Do y'all have the deluxe and are y'all playing Mortal Kombat? I want to know. I want to know. Oh, yeah. All right.
What you thinking?
Give me top 5 characters you gonna think are going to be overplayed in Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh, as of the last beta, Li Mei is right at the top of that list. Like, she was insanely fun to use. Sub-Zero is always going to be someone who's going to be globally abused. Same with Scorpion, so that's 3. The verdict is not out on Kitana yet, so I'm going to say Sindel. Because if one Adinian isn't good, the other one probably will be. The last one, that one's a toughie. I'm going to throw it out to the noobs and say Liu Kang.
Ooh. The original Mortal Kombat, well, not the original, the one that we know.
Yeah. Who is now a god this time around.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay. Bottom of the barrel. Give me 3 bottom of the barrel characters that you think will actually do some damage that people gonna sleep on. So 3 slept on characters.
Oh god. General Shao, I think, like, for the first week, everybody's gonna say that he sucks, and then you're gonna get a character specialist that's gonna show everybody wrong. I'm going to say Kitana. I will put Kitana down there as a sleeper, like, because she's always been a high commitment character. Lastly, I'm only going to say this guy because I think a lot of people are going to drop him once they realize how much work he requires in order to make him good. And the third one is going to be Johnny Cage.
Oh, Johnny Cage used to be a fan favorite, bro. Like,
oh yeah, I love Johnny, but when I try to play Johnny, it just never works out well.
Okay. All right, last topic of the night. This is not a long show. I appreciate everybody who are tuning in. But we are talking about some Spider-Man 2 right now. Yes, let's get it on, get it popping. So there was recently a Canadian expo, fan expo that is, and they showed off a little bit of merchandise and things like that. But at the same time that was going on, they gave us info actually on Spider-Man 2, which it will definitely be rated T for teen, which is good because you get to skip past all of the PG-13 stuff. T for teen is it goes all the way up to 1920. You know what I'm saying? So you get your cuss words in there, you get your ass, you get your prick, you get your son of a bitch, you get all of those kind of good words in there, and you also get to drop a little bit of blood. You get to see corpses and people that are unalive. I don't want to say the other word for my own monetization purposes, but you know what I'm saying. So yes, that is definitely some great news that we got for Spider-Man 2. Also, what dropped today, I don't know if this was an accident or a missing or a miss. Okay, GameStop.com dropped some Spider-Man info today. And they said,
what they leaked this time.
Yeah, pretty much. That they said you will be able to experience Venom's all new powers. And people took that and ran with it. Like, wait, are they saying Venom is actually playable? And I mean, it could particularly be like, oh, that's the symbiote powers we're talking about. So, Peter, you can use the powers as Peter. But why wouldn't they say symbiote? Why would they specifically say Venom powers? That is a character, not a power.
Yeah.
Symbiote is the power. You have symbiote tendrils and symbiote gunk and whatever. You don't have Venom gunk, except for Miles. He actually has a Venom shock, but
yeah.
You know what I mean? So what are you thinking about that, good sir?
Oh, I think that means exactly what it says, and it's what I've been saying for quite a while now, that Venom is going to be playable, because the fact that this came from GameStop, not going to say I have personal experience or anything, but usually something comes out of GameStop. It was something they were not supposed to say yet, and some game advisor just went, "Oh, I'm supposed to put this out," not realizing that you're supposed to put it out at a certain time.
Bruh.
And something similar happened with Mortal Kombat 1. The Amazon leaked the combat pack. The combat pack is going to be Quan Chi, Ermac, Takeda, Peacemaker, Omni-Man, and Homelander. And we knew about it 2 months before the announcement of the game. Because they just put it up there and didn't realize that they weren't supposed to put it up there yet. So yeah, I'm going to take this as yes, Venom's going to be playable.
I mean, I already thought Venom was going to be playable simply because of how that trailer was presented, and I know they can make things look the way they want to look, but the way that specific cutscene, that's not a regular cutscene. That's a cutscene right before you play. And if they change it up in the way we look at cutscenes now, that will be the best fake out ever. But I've never seen a cutscene set up like that and you don't turn around and play as that character. It started to literally pan the camera behind him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we're about to play as Venom. That's what it looked like to me. But, chat.
I agree 100%.
Chat, we playing as Venom. Did they really just drop a bomb on us over there at GameStop? Let me know what y'all think. For real, for real. J-Coon Prime, what games are you looking forward to playing this week? Is it just all practice on Destiny for the whole week? Or are you going back to your Fortnite? You doing something different? What's popping?
I may do Fortnite or Armored Core tomorrow. Tuesday is obviously going to be dedicated to Destiny. I work straight through until the Race to Worlds first, so I will definitely say this. Expect a lot of Destiny on the last week of my Twitch channel. So, yeah.
Well, for me, dude, I am not touching Fortnite. That's okay, dude. I'll watch y'all play it. I will definitely be jumping back into Overwatch. It's been far too long since I've actually really sat down and cranked out some good Overwatch. So I've got my dude Flux. I've got Q Mr. Rage, a couple of other people who are gonna rock a little bit of Overwatch with me. I'm definitely going to continue to be playing Immortals of Aveum. I defeated it within like 2 days. It's about a 22 hour game. It's really, really freaking good. I love the hell out of it. And I will definitely be swinging my ass around the city as Spider-Man, bro. Gotta continue that because I mean we got less than 50 days before that damn game drops, and I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
It's too good.
I'm ready, sir. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to be doing a little bit of Overwatch, a little bit more Immortals of Aveum, definitely a little bit of Spider-Man 2, and I'll be watching you guys play some Fortnite. Anything you want to tell the people before we get out of here, bro?
What's that?
I said, anything you want to tell the people before we get up out of here?
Yeah. I posted a video about it not too long ago, but I will go ahead and refresh everyone's memory. I meant what I said. This week will be my last week on Twitch. We will be moving over to live streaming here on YouTube and over on Kick. So if you've supported me over on Twitch, I would greatly appreciate your continued support over on those platforms as we break into new areas. But I think it's time to move on from the purple platform.
I hear that. I would like to give a shout out to all my people who have subscribed to me here on YouTube. Today, this morning, when I woke up, we were at 5,500 subscribers.
Hey.
I don't know if that's going to stay like that. It might go down, it might go up, but just to hit this milestone, this is actually my second time hitting this milestone. At the end of the year last year, I hit it right before I stopped doing Avengers content, and I literally lost about 700 subscribers after quitting Avengers because that was my main thing. So thank you guys for enjoying the variety. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. Back up to 5,500 subscribers. Hats off. Hats off to y'all real quick. Thank you, and thank you. I guess, thank you guys for tuning in, man. This has been a hell of a fun show. It's a short one. We didn't have any guests tonight. We just trying to get back on our feet. We've got, I was off last week. He's about to be off this week.
Yeah.
This week coming, you know what I mean? So we don't want to hold you guys up, but we do want to steadily give you guys that fire information for what's going on with gaming and entertainment. So with all of that said, thank you guys for tuning in. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here rocking with the best, and we greatly appreciate it. Laissez les bon temps rouler, which means let the good times roll. Peace out, people. What's shaking, people? It's your boy Doomkiller HD. Sit back and relax. You are now rocking with the best. Let's go! It's the weekly wrap-up where we give you the news. Break it down bite-sized so it's easier to consume. Discussing the hottest game that's out of what's coming soon. Is it real or is rumor? Homie, that's up to you. Fire or trash reaction, live viewers call in. No cap, conversation, we going all in. It's the weekly wrap-up, so enjoy the show. You're now rocking with the best. Let the good times roll.